Yo, y'all still tuned in there? Yes, sir, this is your boy Harlem Smiley, man, and you are tuned into the one and only Dirt Gang TV. Make sure y'all go cop that Tales from a Harlem Crip out right now on all streaming platforms except for SoundCloud. So if you on TikTok, listen to that. If you on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, go get that. It's over on 40 different platforms right now. So this is the Harlem Smiley story. Part 37, Side B. We taking it back to the origin. Let's get into it. Yikes.
Recorders, I turn you niggas to mortars. If you ride, then I ride. If you slide, then I slide. I don't care if we fail, long as we said we try. If you cry, then I cry. If you die, then I die. We used to be a crazy team. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. If you ride, then I ride. If you slide, then I slide. I don't care if we fail, long as we say we try. If you cry, then I cry. If you die, then I die. We used to be a crazy team. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Up the hill.
Any nigga get killed. That's why we live by the slogan. Never ran, never will. Unless we doing deals, moving pills, or we moving krills.
I'm just a Brooklyn Crip from a Harlem set. Show some respect. If not, cuz, put it in check. I'm up next. This is your boy Harlem Smiley, and you are tuned in to the one, the only Dirt Gang TV. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that like button. And oh yeah, hit that notification bell, man, so you stay in tune with your latest in this hip-hop world, current events. You know how that go, man. Other than that, it don't matter what y'all smoking on, man. Whether it's an indica, a sativa, a hybrid, that Reggie Miller, the Reginald Jennings, what we like to call over here the helping the visions. Because if you smoking regular, you might, your vision might need a little help, because that shit burning your throat right here. Other than that, don't matter whether you smoking in a Dutch, a backwood, a Swisher Sweet, a Fonto, with the raw paper, of course, or the Bob Marley paper. But if you had that grapper, please keep it to yourself, man. It's time for all y'all to sync up, man. Merch coming soon. FOE merch, sync up merch coming soon, man. Light is up. So yeah, so when I say we taking it back to the essence, we got the old setup right now still going. We got the old setup with the TV in the back, the two hats in the back, and of course, we got the repair blunt, man. I told y'all we was taking it back to the essence, man. You know how that go. The repair pair, man. Listen, y'all sync up, man. It's gonna be a good one. Light us up. So, this particular time, right? Chili's, Olive Garden, both going good. I'm gonna be honest. Going to Olive Garden is like, you know, yes, sir. Please, can I pour you some more wine? It's like that when you go into Olive Garden in the morning times. But when you go into Chili's at night, it's almost like selling weed in the projects. Chili's at night. I'm gonna be honest. If you was ever the weed man selling weed in the projects, you didn't have too much stuff to worry about. There was so much other stuff being sold in the projects. If you only sold weed, you was in tune with all of the cool niggas that smoke weed. You know they don't want nothing to happen to the weed man. And you get to see what all the bad shorties in the projects was looking like too as the weed man. You might have got a little play just because you was the weed man. So at the end of the day, it was great all around for you to be the weed man in the projects. Working at Chili's at nighttime was the exact same way. If you was somebody and you had the good gift of gab, you was able to sell your product. It was nothing but laughter in there. It was bad girls in there. It was hood dudes in there. It was jokes. It was working. Just like selling weed in the projects. Chili's was amazing. The money was right. Only problem was it was just late hours. Fight could break out anytime. It was literally just like being in the middle of the project. Shit was amazing. But we still had other stuff going on in the world besides that, man. You know, we still had this plan. We had, please excuse my little braid. You know, when you put your braids in a ponytail in the back with, anyway. We had a lot of other stuff going on in the world besides just Chili's and Olive Garden. Even though the money was good, we had to still stick to our 2-year plan. At the end of the day, I'm like, all right, cool. We're going to still do the basketball because, you know, we still killing people right now in the basketball tournament. New season start. I think right now we about to get into game 3 of the season. Last time, I think we killed that team 75-31 or something like that too. So this team we playing now was the team that we just beat in the finals on the last game, which that game was kind of a close game. So you know what they did this time. They pulled the LA Lakers on us, the Brooklyn Nets. They pulled one of those on us too. We played, see this team? They done stacked that team to the top. My coach like, yo, he looking at his little paper. Where's this person at? Like, I never seen him on this team, never seen him on this team. They were so determined to beat us that they went and grabbed some ringers. I said, oh, they went and grabbed some Gilbert Aringas. Basketball analogy, anyway. Too early for that shit. So I know what y'all thinking. Did y'all end up still playing this team? Yeah, we played this team. We played this team, and guess what the outcome was? We beat them again. I think by 3 points this time, but at the end of the day, we still beat them again. I don't want to tell y'all they had the big 6'7" white boy on their team that played for Stony Brook University. I don't want to tell y'all that because y'all going to think I'm lying and all that. They did. We was calling him Big Country all game. You know what we did? We got Big Country in foul trouble early. Get his big ass back to the bench. This is a regular men's league over here. You bringing niggas, our biggest nigga is 6'3". That's me. 6'3", 6'4". Uh-oh, look at that shit. Should edit that out, but I might. Fuck it. That's me. Big Country. We gonna get him in foul trouble quick. We win that game by 3. But me, the only problem with me playing basketball is now is wintertime. It's super cold out in New York right now. I still got to go all the way from Patchogue to Valley Stream. So if y'all familiar with the Long Island Railroad, I know what y'all thinking. If Valley Stream is in Long Island, Patchogue is in Long Island, why do you got to go to Queens just to get back to Long Island? Because Long Island got 3 different train lines. The Patchogue line don't run the Valley Stream. Queens is the Jamaica Avenue, well, Jamaica Station, which is Stoughton Boulevard, is the terminal to where you can go to Brooklyn, you can go to Manhattan, you can go back to Long Island, you can get any line you want to if you make it to Queens. So it's easier to go to Queens and then come back because Valley Stream is on the borderline of Queens and Long Island for all the people who live out there that don't, you know, take the train. That's why I'm always on Suffolk Boulevard a lot. Being that I don't live in Queens no more, that's the reason why I end up on Suffolk Boulevard a lot. So I jump on the train that night after we get our 3-point win against the niggas that try to stack their team up with Big Country. Big 6'7" white boy that played for Stony Brook. Get to Suffolk Boulevard, and of course, I do what any normal person do. I go downstairs, and I roll me up a spliff, and I sit there and I smoke me a blunt. Because y'all got to remember, every time I go from Patchogue to Suffolk Boulevard, there's always at least a 45-minute to an hour wait for the train to come. Now, this time, I got this plan, so no, I'm not taking no cab from Queens to Valley Stream. No, we're going to wait for that train. That train $3. We doing everything to complete this 2-year plan to get to California. Me and my girl is busting down Wendy's 4 for 4s almost every night. Literally, we talking about spicy nuggets, junior bacon cheeseburger, soda, and some fries. 4 for 4 from Wendy's like a mug. We doing any and everything to save that money. So, of course, in the cold, in the wintertime, I go downstairs, roll me up a blunt, and I wait for that 45 minutes to an hour, depending on, you know, what the schedule looking like that night. So you go, you know, you do what a normal person would do. You go downstairs and you roll you up a blunt and you chill till the next train come. I had a lot of people say all the time, yo, there'll be mad shit going on over there. You bugging while you go. Yo, listen, at the end of the day, you know, it's a gift and a curse about being from Brooklyn. One thing about Brooklyn dudes, and I was telling somebody this before, it's a gift and a curse that we always feel comfortable. It don't matter what city that we in. We always felt like because we was able to walk through Brooklyn and make it through Brooklyn, we can make it anywhere. That's a gift and that's a curse. It's a gift because, you know, you don't go in places and automatically just be timid, be nervous and stuff like that. Feel like, oh, I can't make it here. Even if it's on a grown man tip to where, you know, you still feel like, okay, I still can make it here. Because if I lived in Brooklyn, made it in Brooklyn, I can make it anywhere. Brooklyn is dangerous, raggedy, and expensive all in one. When you go to these other places and stuff like that, sometimes you only got to deal with a couple, 2 out of the 3. 1 out of the 3. Certain places got 3 out of the 3. But being that those are the 3 big aspects that you look at when you go into another place, when you lived in Brooklyn, you done dealt with all 3. So when you go to these other places to where they got 2 out of the 3, 1 out of the 3, oh yeah, I can make it here, no problem. It's a curse because we get too comfortable. We feel like, oh, well, you know, we can just do whatever we want to. Especially if you on your drug tip, you trying to, oh, I'm going to move in here, I'm about to take this whole shit over. Sometimes that be one of the biggest curses ever because we get too comfortable and we get out of our state of mind to where we're always on point and aware of what's going on. Versus just sitting around being comfortable, feeling like, oh, well, I'm in the country. They don't know how we do it in Brooklyn. We about to take it over. You know, they don't know how we do it out there. I'm in California. I'm about to do this. You know, I'm in Delaware. I'm about to do stuff like that. So, you know, it's a gift and a curse at the same time. My 1997 Maxima I had, I told y'all the whole bottom plate lid of that shit. I put so much money into that car. I was so mad when that car flaked out. And it really didn't flake out. The whole bottom part was just gone. Because of the snow and the salt. That's what happened to cars in New York a lot. The salt just eats everything alive under the bottom. So that's what happened. My engine was almost on the floor. For a new piece for that was like $3,500, I think, for a whole new one. To weld, you couldn't even weld it back on. To get an old piece from off an old one and then weld that on was like $1,700. I put so much money into this car, almost there, but I'm like, damn, son, this is a 97 Maxima. How much money do I put in there before the head gasket goes in this bitch? Then you got to get a whole new motor. So at this time, it's like, we got the Chrysler 300 going back and forth too. But you know, it's a lot of driving. Thank God we ain't got no probation, nothing no more. And I started out with, when I started out, but I'm answering this part right here too because somebody asked me in the last story during the Q&A on the comment, why do I drive? I mean, why don't I drive back and forth? And I'm like, nah, because obviously my girl got work. It's easier for me to take the train back and forth, especially in the wintertime during the snow. But we still got the Chrysler 300 flowing. You see what I'm saying? The 1997 Maxima. That shit out the window. We on our one-car journey right now. So, you know, we get to that turning point in your life to where you got to make a decision. If you trying to do extracurricular activities and your girl got to go to work, you got to just, you know, you got to inconvenience yourself. So the main money get made. You know what I'm saying? So, YouTube is starting to get a little better, right? I got 2 jobs now. Olive Garden, Chili's. Basketball still good. We 3-0 right now. Just beat the team who we beat the championship right now. So now we thinking we beat the team who gave us the most competition last year, and they stacked it. It should be an easy flow through as far as the league go. Everything is going good at both of these jobs. Shit with the girl right now. I'm not gonna at this time. She's not the new girl, but it's going good. Kids good. I mean, I can't complain too much right now. Everything is really going good. But I look at my YouTube video, the Crips and Bloods Part 2 video, and the shit right now is only at 73 views. No. 73. I'm like, yo, what's happening, son? I don't get what's going on. My Dave East video, 500. So I think this time I might even been at 600 views. My Crips and Bloods in New York, the first video, that shit's still at 532 views. Why can't this other video get the views? I done tried Soulja Boy rants. This is when Soulja Boy was Drake. Going up that Drake. This is when Soulja Boy was doing that. I was trying Soulja Boy rants, doing little funny skits. That shit wasn't getting no views. I'm doing strands of the day, showing people the good herbs, the good herbal essence. I'm not doing it the right way. Yeah, I'm sitting inside of my car and all that, showing people strands through the buds and all that. Not an edit in sight, but that's not hitting. So now what I decide to do is, being that this seemed like this Crips and Bloods, nobody don't care about what's going on in New York. That's what I'm thinking in my head right now. We're not going to stop. Everything else is going good right now, too. When you in a good headspace, you can bust out some YouTube shit. I decided I'm going to do reaction videos, but there was a lot of people doing reaction videos. DJ Ghost was doing reaction videos. BMG Upper Class. I don't even think I even knew who BMG Upper Class was at this time. But he's doing reaction videos. It's other people on here that's doing reaction videos to actual, to people who's in the industry. So what I'm thinking is, right, it's battle rappers that make music. I'm heavy in the battle rap scene. I watch battle rap all the time. RBE, URL, UW, when Arsenal had his own league. John the Don Battle League. Dre Dennis Battle League. I watch a lot of different leagues. So I'm like, listen, these battle rappers, they make music too. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to start reacting to the battle rappers' regular music, since nobody's reacting to it, because let's be for real. Battle rappers got bars like crazy, but for some strange reason, there's a lot of battle rappers that can't make music. I don't get it. I don't know why it doesn't resonate to that. You already got the bars. That's not the issue. But as far as like getting a good beat, putting together the good hook, some shit that makes sense with a story behind it, a lot of battle rappers can't do it. But some battle rappers can do it. Sue Surf, Arsenal. I like Shotgun Suge music. T-Top got good music. But one person music who was new at this time was a new battle rapper, but also had music out, was Geechee Gotti. So I'm like, all right, cool. Geechee Gotti from the West. I'm going to start doing reaction video on the Geechee Gotti's music. So I put a chair in front of my TV, because you know me, I'm sitting there watching YouTube and I'm like, damn, I don't know how these guys are doing a reaction video with their chairs like right in. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to sit my chair next to the TV, the big 55-inch. Then I'm going to set my camera up to look at the TV. So I'm like sitting on the side of the TV so you can see the whole video. And then I got the remote and I'm pausing it. to talk my shit. Very unprofessional. I didn't know about an edit in sight. I ain't had an editing app. I'm sitting there just looking stupid like, how are they doing this? You know what I'm saying? I still got the Android Galaxy S5. Dumbass. How do they do this? I'm baffled. How do they do this? But I'm not going to stop here. I'm not going to let it stop me. Even if it don't look official, long as it's getting out there, I'ma still rock with it. So I upload that with the utmost, you know what it is? A lot of times now when you upload videos and stuff, you have expectations for it to do good. Especially when you a new YouTuber and you finally had 1 or 2 videos that did okay or better than usual. Your expectations for those next videos is expected to do the exact same thing. It's never going to be like that till you become a big YouTuber. I am not a big YouTuber at all. When I say at all, I'm not a big YouTuber at all. But it's not going to get like that until you become a big YouTuber. So lo and behold, when I looked at that video the next day and I seen 7 views, devastated. So I'm sitting back and thinking, I don't get it. I know my shit is a little, you know, it's not up to par as these other YouTuber shits is, especially not production-wise, but I know what I'm saying makes sense, and I know what I'm saying is interesting because I'm throwing little jokes in there, especially the Soulja Boy rants. Them shits was funny. You go back and watch some shits right now, probably, oh, I understand why he wasn't, what's his name? I'm in my car with the Galaxy S5 and shit looking crazy. Anyway, sidebar. This Mountain Dew watermelon is fire. They got endorsement. Anyway. Yeah, production was not there. So I did what any normal person would do. I went back to the drawing board. I rolled me up a couple of blunts. I'll never forget this day. I didn't have to work at Olive Garden on Sunday mornings. I called out of Chili's Sunday afternoon shift. And that was a Sunday where I didn't do nothing. I sat. I remember I went to Wings and Things. Fat nigga shit, you know how that go. Went to Wings and Things. Got me some wings from Wings and Things. Grabbed all my wraps, my roll up, my green, my juice, water, everything I needed for that day early in the morning before my girl dipped out and went to work. And I sat in that house all day. You know what I did? I studied other YouTubers. And I know you probably think like, what do you mean? Listen, I studied other YouTubers. When you study people, that don't mean jack they style. Oh, this person doing reaction videos. I gotta jump in that lane because he making money. Oh, this person talking about gangs. I gotta jump in that lane because he's making money. Oh, he's talking about clothes. Let me jump in that lane. Oh, he doing interviews. Let me jump in that lane. Nah, that's not what I'm talking about. When I say I studied other YouTubers, that's exactly what I did. Is this YouTuber sticking directly to their only content that they got? If so, is it profitable? Did they start doing something in the beginning and eventually switched up and found something that clicked? What's a thumbnail? Why is everybody telling me that the shit inside the titles matter? What's this hashtag shit? Why do I need to put hashtag this at this time? This is where you had all these little young kids. They used to walk around talking about, yeah, hashtag leave me alone, mom. Hashtag can't stand you, dad. This when they used to say it out their mouth. You remember that little era? Hashtag leave me the... Anyway. I wasn't trying to hashtag nothing. I thought that was corny. That's for the lame, for the birds. Not hashtagging nothing. I'm a grown man. I like to run around hashtagging stuff. But, lo and behold, them hashtags matter. It's not like Black Lives, but them hashtags in YouTube, oh, it matters. I tell people all the time, man, DJ Ghost was, even though he don't know it, was a great mentor for me. That was a great person to see, A, where did they start from? B, where are they at now? And everything in between on how to get there, the steps. Be honest. Your favorite YouTuber been on YouTube 9, 10 years? And they not rich? Not saying not to watch them. But I wouldn't follow in those footsteps if your goal is to get this money and get to the hierarchy of the YouTube echelons world. I'm going to be honest. If your favorite YouTuber been on YouTube 4 or 5 years and they getting there, you see the progression. First couple of blogs, you know, no views. You could look and see the progress in stuff that they doing. They didn't have merch. They didn't have cameras. None of that shit. No chains. No designer clothes. None of that. When they was just doing it with straight white beaters or button-ups in their cars, in their living rooms, in their houses, to where they started leveling up. When DJ Ghost first started doing YouTube, and even though I wasn't watching when he first started doing YouTube, I went back and watched from the very first video and was watching. He always started out with vlogging stuff inside of his life. That's very interesting. To everyday life stuff, very interesting. Helped out a lot of people, whether he know it or not. What happens is you see him, you know, braids not so long. Might have even not had them at that time, you know. Didn't have a shape up every time, not shaved all the time. Going live in white beaters inside the 1 or 2 bedroom apartment, whatever it was. And then as I'm going through the videos, I see the progression. The move from South Central to Las Vegas. From the 1 bedroom apartment to maybe the 2 bedroom condo, whatever it was. Then from that to living in this house in Las Vegas. Better neighborhood than South Central, but still raggedy for Vegas. To then you move to this neighborhood. Better neighborhood. A little bit more room in the house. To now you moving from here to you moving to places like Henderson. You see what I'm saying? Big houses. Then you go from there to getting mansions. I'm watching this progression. He not riding around no car. Finally, he gets a car. Then he upgrades that car to another car. Then he grabs another car. Then he has ATVs and little stuff to play around with and all that. He has no chains on. Then he finally gets 1 chain. Then he gets another. Then he start upgrading to the bigger chains. No more white beaters no more. Now he's wearing designer. Now we got merch. Ghost Gang merch. Progression. I'm looking at that. I'm seeing that. When he first started doing YouTube, you could tell it was regular job, girl, kids, apartment, regular grown man shit. I'm going to be honest. He don't have too many financial worries right now in his world. And we talking about 4 years on YouTube. These are the kind of YouTubers you want to watch. You want to study. To get to where you want to go in this YouTube, where everybody can't beat DJ Ghost. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But if you use what he do as an inspiration, you can either get higher or you can get close. Just make sure you just stay in your lane. Do what you do. Be true to yourself. You'll get there. Yeah, I know. Harlem Smiley, the fuck? We don't want to hear all that. Get back to the story. All right, man, my bad. You know I got it. You know what I'm saying? But that was part of the story. But anyway, so I go into Chili's the next day. On Monday. I'm off of Olive Garden on that day. I go in Chili's on that day. It's Monday. Mondays is usually a little slow. But I'm like, I got this goal, this set amount of money I got to make as a server. I'm going to do a blog on why it's so important to tip. But me, I got to get this money. So even though it's slow in there, it just dawns on me. As the white lady come up and tell me, excuse me, sir, it's my granddaughter's birthday. She's 7 years old. Is it any way you can bring out a dessert and say happy birthday? You know what I'm thinking. It's time for that Myron shit, baby. Let's get to it. I'm like, yes, ma'am, I'll sing your daughter happy birthday. I got you. You want me to do it after the meal? No, can you do it right now while we're waiting? She won't even expect it. All right, cool. I run in the kitchen. I get everybody. Hey, all the Negroes, I need you. Nah. I need your help. Come on, let's go. What we doing? Yo, listen. I'ma do this, right? Because they don't know nothing about the Myron skit. But it works when you got the other servers in. When you got them, y'all got to be like a little army. Y'all got to be like the steppers. Y'all got to be in sync with each other. Sync up, as a matter of fact. We got to sync up with each other. Light us up. Because when I walk in there and I go, attention, Chili's, the other server should go, yo. That's part of the spill. Like, watch. Y'all do it. Attention, Chili's. Yo. We got a very special birthday in the house tonight. Because now you got the whole restaurant looking around like, what the fuck they doing? Because you got to serve in that corner, serve in that corner, serve right behind me. So when I go, attention, Chili's, and they go, yo. It's an art to the Myron shit. Don't just think anybody can go in there and do the Myron skit, my brother. It is an art to the Myron skit. You must study the Myron skit before you try the Myron skit. Reach one so you can teach. Anyway, it's too early for that shit. So after I go, we have a very special birthday in the house today. We have young Jenny over here has just turned 7 years old. I need everybody. This is me holding dessert, by the way. Whenever I do this, it's me holding dessert. Because you don't put it down yet. It's an art to the Myron skit. You don't put it down yet. You got to hold it. So when I go, we have a very special birthday in the house. Young Jenny here just turned 7 years old. I need everybody in the restaurant on the count of 3 to help me sing happy birthday to little Jenny from the block over here. And then you put the birthday cake down. And then you go, 1, 2, 3, happy birthday. That's the Myron shit. And now you got the whole Chili's, the whole restaurant, wherever you at, singing happy birthday to this little 7-year-old girl. So she's sitting there happy. The grandparents happy. Oh, I told him to sing happy birthday, but I didn't know he was going to get the whole restaurant to sing happy birthday. Oh, we like him. Oh, we about to tip him right. Then afterwards, everybody clapping and shit. Oh, happy birthday. That shit works. But I know some servers be watching. Don't think you can just go in there and just try that. It's an art to it. My Nubian brothers is, you know what? That was a good Monday. That was a very good Monday. Till I get out of there that night. I'm sitting there waiting for my girl to pull up. Lo and behold, because I didn't close that night, who do I see getting out the car? My ex-girlfriend and her sisters. Fellas, listen, I know y'all about this. This is the funniest shit that always happens in the United States of America. I swear to God. When you run into the ex, she realized listen, she ain't got no chance. That's what she got. And you was the person who was holding down the whole damn relationship. You ever had your ex try her hardest to try to prove to you how much she got her shit together? Like that shit matters? You didn't have your shit together while we was together, so why do I care about you having your shit together right now, boss? That separate anyway. We don't want to get too deep. That's the funniest shit ever. So as I'm sitting there waiting for my girl to pull up, I got time to hear from the ex-girlfriend how she got her shit together. I ain't ex. It was a hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. Well, you know, doing all right. Got my little truck. You know, I live here in such and such place now. You know, just came to take my sisters out to eat. Yeah, I'm treating. You know, it's her birthday. I got to treat. You know, I'm big sister. I got to do that. Then after that, you know, we're going to probably just go out to the club, go get some, you know, sip on some Patron. I ain't asked you. I don't care about none of that. None of that. I'm about to get in my car, about to roll up this blunt. I'm about to go home. I don't care about none of that. You wasn't drinking Patron when we was together. You was sipping E&J. You ain't had no car. You damn sure wasn't going treating to nobody to no damn Chili's. I don't care about none of that shit now. You didn't have your shit together when we was together, so that's why we ain't together. Balls. That'd be the funniest shit ever. So as she's going there with the stupid look on her face, because you know me, I don't get like, okay. Have a nice life. Arrivederci. I get in my car. A great reminder of why we ain't together, dumbass. I get home. I'm like, I'm about to do a reaction video, son. I did one on Geechee Gotti. I said, I'm going to do one on another low. Arsenal the Rebel. Got good music. We bust out this reaction video. It was a good Monday. I made a little money. Because you know that tip from Jenny's grandparents was all right. I can't remember how much it was. That's why I didn't tell you the amount. But it was all right. I have yet to do a birthday skit and get jerked on a tip. Just don't happen with the Myra skit. It's foolproof. There you go, lie. Anyway, I go do an Arsenal one. Like, people don't know Geechee Gotti. He kind of new. Arsenal the Rebel, though, is one of the best battle rappers out there. There ain't no Arsenal the Rebel name in these streets. I'm going to do Arsenal the Rebel, and that one going to hit. So I bust out that one, lo and behold, to wake up in the next day, look at it, 27 views. I'm like, yo, I don't know what's going on out here in these streets. Reaction videos not working. Soulja Boy skits in the car, my girl not working. Strands of the day not working. The only thing partially worked was the 2 videos I did on the gangs, on the Davies video and the first Crips and Blood video I did. But them numbers is stagnant. Ain't going nowhere. And guess what? I'm still stuck at 100 subscribers. You know what? I'm about to quit this YouTube shit again. You know what I'm saying? But something told me just to stick through with it. Everything else is going good. Why not just stick with the YouTube shit? Remember, I'm not even trying to touch the videos about why you should tip your server, because between that and recording at work is the reason why I got fired from Red Robbers in the first place. So I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of those kind of videos. So I'm thinking like, all right, none of this shit is working right now. The only thing that partially worked was the gang shit. So the more videos you do on YouTube, the more the trolls and the negative comments start coming out. This is what I told Melly Mel and them too. It's not until you hit 100 subscribers to where you start getting your negative comments and you get the trolls that come out and all that stupid stuff like that. The motherfuckers that want to just hate for no reason. So now it's people that's, you know, getting wind of the whole video, but it's still people leaving comments under the Dave East video. Oh, you know, Dave East ain't this and Dave East ain't that. And I'm sitting there like thinking like, yo, why do these motherfuckers? But it's nobody from inside of our state. These motherfuckers outside of New York. These people not connected with our set. Most of these niggas is not even Crips. None of that shit. You see what I'm saying? These motherfuckers is just talking just to talk. But they from out of state. Because the people like Soulja Boy, you know, who done made themselves look bad as out of town Crips and Bloods. So I understand a lot of people in, you know, in LA specifically, think if you're not Crip or Blood from LA, then, you know, your shit is not official tissue. But now is the time, especially with this YouTube shit, to where they know and they realize now, this is not something that everybody in these other states was just like, fuck it, that look cool, they doing it, let's do it. Like, nah. A lot of these other places was getting sanctioned from people coming from California, using that to their advantage. So my thing is, y'all gotta G-check those people who came and sanctioned the shit before you G-check the people who's actually following behind them. Just in my opinion. Because right now, if I'm not mistaken, there's not too many places where you can't go with foreign Crips and Bloods. I think every state in the United States has Crips and Bloods inside of it. We're talking about states. We're not talking about cities. I know Philadelphia is not heavy with the Crips and Bloods sets inside of Philadelphia, even though there's Crips and Bloods that live in Philadelphia. As far as there being Crips and Blood sets in Philadelphia, nah. Oakland got Crips and Bloods that live in Oakland, but as far as there being Crip and Blood sets in Oakland, nah. See what I'm saying? Chicago. There are Crips and Bloods that live in Chicago, but as far as sets of Crips and Bloods in Chicago, you're not going to find it. But Illinois, they got Crips and Bloods in Illinois. California, they got Crips and Bloods in California. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, Pennsylvania, they got Crips and Bloods in Pennsylvania. So every state has Crips and Bloods inside of it too. But it's just like when it comes down to New York, New York takes the most slack of any state that has Crips and Bloods out of it too. And it's mostly, I would say 90% of the shit is from the Blood side. Like if you a Crip from New York, you know, just coming out to California, you know, making sure you in the right area with the right set, talking to the right people, you know, because I don't give a fuck if you an 8-tray gangster from New York and you an 8-tray gangster hood in California, that don't mean you safe. I'm going to be honest. You got to go, you know, man, listen, like I said, anyway, y'all done heard the stories. So with that being said, I felt like it was not my obligation, but I wanted to talk a little bit more about the origin of where the New York Crips and Bloods and stuff, you know, started from. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of that is the, you know, that's thanks to the trolls. You see what I'm saying? Because the trolls, you know, they always, for some reason, New Yorkers take a lot of slack on this YouTube shit. If it's one person that's in a gang from New York that's on YouTube doing goofy shit, you know what they say? Oh, man, all these New York gang niggas is goofy on here. They put everybody in the same category. Something happened to where, you know, somebody from New York, a big person who done snitch. You know what they say? Ah, New York got a lot of snitches in there. It's the Alpos and the, you see what I'm saying? It happens all the time. Oh, man, this nigga, oh, you a New York gangbanger? Oh, nah, this nigga's out there doing crazy shit, fraudulent shit. Meanwhile, you got all these other states that done follow suit from us. Niggas ain't saying, oh, these niggas in North Carolina, these niggas in Atlanta, these niggas in Florida, these niggas in y'all. We have a big influence on the whole Eastern Seaboard. You see what I'm saying? But nobody, you know, Texas, nobody ain't saying nothing about these places that have had it before New York. It have been other states that have had Crips and Bloods before New York that's outside of LA. Nobody's giving slack to these people. You got a lot of southern states right now. Crips is repping the 6-point star. The Bloods is repping 5-point star. They still got the, you know, everything flowing good with the GDs and the... Nobody ain't saying nothing. But when we was doing it in our state, the niggas came from California. What the fuck is this 6-point star shit? What is this whole little, you know, unity shit and, you know... Crips in Californians don't even know what GDs is. My fault. Now you know how they go. Horn, alarm. Niggas riding by with them fucking loud ass bikes. Crips in California didn't even, Crips and Bloods in California didn't even know what GDs, Vice Lords, and all that shit was. The only thing they know in our state, we had that shit. We got the Latin Kings and we got this and we got that. So it looked like New York just took gangs from Chicago and just took gangs from LA and said, fuck our own shit and just did it our own way. Nah, the shit didn't go down like that. So I felt like that's something that was needed to be talked about and be said because you do have a lot of New York blood YouTubers on here. And unfortunately, they only talk about, I'm going to be honest, I would probably say 75% of the shit that the YouTubers that's blood that come on here, they should be official. It be authentic. The shit they be saying is right, whether it was good or bad. That's what you got to do. You got to tell people the good, the bad, and the ugly. So a lot of, you know, like the Corey Kings and the Killer Kevs and the Mel Crosses and the, you know, there has been a lot of YouTubers that, you know, that was from the back era that tells a lot of 100% authentic knowledge. But they never talk about the other side too much. Then you got the other 25%, which, you know, motherfuckers say, yeah, I was in jail. I had all of the, I had the whole dorm, this and that. Crip niggas coming in, I'm cutting up their faces and shit. Like, nah, like, some of them just be over-exaggerating they shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, if he was a Crip, I was locked up with him in 2010. He couldn't live inside of there. And I'm like, where was you at? Nah, we was in Rikers Island. Like, nah, come on, son. I can see you being like that upstate. But on Rikers Island 2010, it be a lot of fraudulent shit on here. So at the end of the day, I felt like, you know, I'm going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm going to talk about the good shit. I'm going to talk about the bad shit. I'm going to talk about what I know. I can't talk to you about the gang shit between 1993 and 1995. All I could tell you is what was told to me. I can't tell you about no Crip shit before 1995 at all. Bloods, we know, yeah, I had uncles that was, you know, who I knew was blood running around 1994. I can't tell you nothing about no Crip stuff before 1995. Has it been knowledge and stuff been going on? Probably so. Somebody else got to tell that. I only tell you from my perspective and my perspective only. So, that's what I did. Through this YouTube shit, I started telling everybody my perspective, shit I went through. Starting from 1996 and up. And the reason why I say 95 was because, you know, my cousin Mike, my older brother, jumped into it. You had my older cousin Sherrod. He ended up getting locked up, you know, early when the whole G-Stone, you know, shit was started. So, you know, I do talk about a lot of that shit. But me, from my personal standpoint, that's what I start going into. 13 years old, 12 years old, the summer right before 8th grade. And then I give you my aspect and my opinion of different gangs and stuff that go on. So for anybody who has any questions, hit me in the inbox. There hasn't been yet to be somebody ask me a question about any particular thing, and I'd deflect from it not answered the nigga, inbox me. Especially if you from the right, you know, if you from the right breed, you the right caliber nigga. Inbox me. I'm always down to answer the question. It was never my intent to come on YouTube to put anybody in any predicaments. That's why I told my story and my story only. Anybody name who you hear throughout this course of these stories, I've either spoken to them personally, or if I couldn't get in touch with them, I left a lot of stuff out and only incorporated their name. Simple as that. I don't know their situations. I'm not putting anybody in any predicaments. This is only my story and my story only. The Harlem Smiley story, man. This has been part 37, side B. We ain't going cliffhanger, y'all. I know what y'all's thinking. I was going to leave you with the little cliffhanger. I ain't going to leave you with the cliffhanger, because one thing I want to get out too is the whole purpose of the start of me even going down this lane at this particular time with this YouTube thing was to enlighten people and let people know outside of New York who has any suspicions on how it gets down in New York. You can go back and watch me and other YouTubers and get perspective of how shit used to go down out there. Was Crips outnumbered in New York? Yes. Did blood start first in New York? Yes. Was it in jail and then end up came to the streets? Yes. Did Crips start on the street? Yes. It's a lot of yes and no questions you got. But at the end of the day, to answer the question, did we just start that shit from like watching the movie Colors and all that shit? No. Did OG Mac get Monster Coat? Get what's the name's book and just read the book and start the damn shit from there? I can't answer that shit. I can't answer that shit. That's something you gotta ask one of the blood dudes. I can't answer shit like that. But as far as our side goes, I can tell you a lot about New York stuff. Some stuff about California, other various states I done been to and I visited and I talked to other people. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give you my story and my story only, man. This is your boy Harlem Smiley, the one and only Dirt Gang TV, man. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell so you can stay in tune, because I told y'all, man, we got travel blogs coming up. I'm putting together the one when we was just in Vegas. I got one when I was in New York. We got Atlanta coming up. So we got a lot of travel vlogs coming up. If you didn't see the Hawaii one, go back and watch the Hawaii vlog. Yeah, Tales from a Harlem Crip 2 is out right now on all streaming platforms. Make sure y'all go cop that, man. You can listen, you can buy it, do whatever you want to do in your possession. You can stream it. You ain't got to pay no money for it. Whatever way you want to support, I appreciate it. My main thing, long as y'all like it. I don't care how y'all listen to it. Long as y'all like it, man. I do appreciate the support. Stream sales is up over 200% from the first Tales from a Harlem Crip album. So to y'all, I am grateful. I am thankful. I appreciate that. But if you don't know about Tales from a Harlem Crip 2, the next chapter, it is out right now on all streaming platforms. It's like over 40 platforms is on right now, man. But you know the slogan, you can't get this money when you in there sleep on the couch. It's impossible. Everybody else outside getting this money, you inside on the couch, sleep, not doing nothing to change that. You can't smoke no weed till your girl get home. She get mad at you when you leave the lights on because, nigga, you don't pay the light bill in here. Dumbass, why you want to keep dealing with that? Get your ass off that couch. Go get your own money, man. This is your boy Harlem Smiley. You know how it goes, man. Yes, sir, the one and only Dirt Gang TV, man, and we are out of here, man. Stay safe, stay dangerous, and most of all, get the money and don't hate, man. Let's go.
Dirt Gang Productions. Yo, Harlem Smiley, it's about that time. We want to see a movie. Work time.
No, because I'm thinking where I'm gonna park.
You're gonna park on this dick. We're gonna park right next to me. I'm sitting in the parking lot. That's why I'm in the parking lot.
At the Illy Kai in the back?
Yo, if you don't just come on, I guess. Yeah, we need a water. I guess. We in the back near the water. All right, hurry up. Right. Hurry up.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Yo, what's cracking, bro?
You know me, the regular man, high and fly, watch the time go by, the best to do it, and I get caught doing it, but I'm still doing it.
On your island, son.
Where when you coming, bro?
I'll be out there soon, man. You know what I'm saying? Meet me at the airport, nigga. We gonna get into some shit.
Yo.
All right, listen. Let's get to it, man. Yes, sir.
You are now tuned into Bossman Tough Beats. You are now tuned into Bossman Tough Beats.
Yo! Harlem Smiley, nigga. Tuck Beats, what up? Around the Clock Records. I told y'all, man, I'm the fucking greatest. Y'all don't know that yet. But just in case if I die, I told y'all niggas. Heard this beat, knew I couldn't play with it. Put the Dutchess down, papers, roll a J to this. I zigzag, switch my style, won't switch it back. It was too raw, no engineer or mixed tracks. It became Easy Rider, doing diss tracks. Flow got strong, bamboo, but one thing it lacked. The ad-lib said fuck it, added that plus more. Improved the punch bars, but the beats are ball. So I link with Tuck Beats, a real nigga from the streets. He say solid concrete, so if I eat, we both eat. I bring him right to the seat, but I'm commander of the fleet, trying to lead us through the waters. I'ma guide us through the sea. I take the charge if we get caught crossing that border. If you got troops, remember support them. Even if you in position, nigga, never extort them. Niggas always taking pictures out here wearing recorders. I turn you niggas to mortars. If you ride, then I ride. If you slide, then I slide. I don't care if we fail, long as we said we tried. If you cry, then I cry. If you die, then I die. We used to be a crazy team, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. If you ride, then I ride. If you slide, then I slide. I don't care if we fail, long as we say we tried. If you cry, then I cry. If you die, then I die. We used to be a crazy team, Dr. Jekyll.
Child, looking at night, man. You can't get this money when you in there sleep on the couch. When you get up out your bed and stop being sleep on the couch, you can afford to come stay at places just like this in Hawaii, man. I don't just say that as a slogan, I live by that. Too many people just sitting on the couch, broke, not getting no money. Me, this is what I live and this is what I work hard for. That's what I strive for.
Brownsville, up the hill. Any nigga get killed. That's why we live by the slogan. Never ran, never will. Unless we doing deals, moving pills, or we moving krills. Exchanging crack, slap on 5 with the dollar bill. But don't drop it. Don't drop it. 4 niggas might hit you, no mosh pit. No mosh pit. My boy James hit Harton, no rockets. No rockets. Cause them niggas dropping rocks, no comments. No comments. And I say with the ratchet, blue bonnet. Yikes. And my niggas gon' roll, new closet. Look, I'm good with the plug, like a socket. And I'm down for spitting flunds, non-profit. Listen, this a verse, not a conversation. I birth you niggas with no complication. Pure balls with no concentration. I got the game on lock, just need the combination. On point like a pencil, but you niggas won't erase them. If you ride, then I ride. If you slide, then I slide. I don't care if we fail, long as we said we tried. If you cry, then I cry. If you die, then I die. We used to be a crazy team, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. If you ride, then I ride. If you slide, then I slide. I don't care if we fail, long as we said we tried. If you cry, then I cry. If you die, then I die. You used to be a crazy team, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. If you ride, then I ride. If you slide, then I slide. I don't care if we fail, long as we said we tried. If you cry, then I cry. If you die, then I die. Used to be a crazy team, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. If you ride, then I ride. If you slide, then I slide. I don't care if we fail, long as we said we tried. If you cry, then I cry. If you die, then I die. Used to be a crazy team, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. We could have been a crazy team, nigga. But you wanna just be stuck living broke. And that's a real fucking joke, man. I told you. You can never fuck with Curry Loke, nigga. AKA Harlem Smiley. AKA the Grim Reaper. You better watch it, I chief you, nigga. Yikes.
Bossman Tough Beats.
Low. Low. Low.
You are now tuned into Bossman Tough Beats.
Around the clock records.